you saying you got throat cancer now? What? You just said you got throat cancer now?
Yeah.
I've lost all respect for you. I've lost all respect.
Okay.
You need a welfare check. This is not normal. This is not normal. You've had a few like drinky poos, but this is not normal. Generally, this is not normal. Like generally, and I will say someone needs to get a police to her yard now. Generally, because what she's just saying, this is 3 times now. She's got 3 different cancers and you're laughing about it. Like honestly, like you're putting your neighbours at risk.
As well as, I'm going to bring him up as well, right, because he's from the same community. So we've got Corey, right? Corey came into the live and said in the comments he doesn't agree with what Angie's saying, but he's not getting involved. Now, for me, if I was Corey and it was me, I was trying to get in that live all night last night just to say, look, Ange, you know, what you're doing is wrong. You're going to trigger so many people. Now, to wake up this morning and not take no responsibility and take no ownership of what you've done, you've triggered people. We've got a woman in this life that's cried, because you clearly triggered her. You've got Coco that's triggered as well, right? Everyone in this life is triggered by what you've done. My granddad died of dementia. You know, my nan died of dementia. Like, Jack was there, and I know Jack, and do you know what, Jack? What you're saying there is people shouldn't be telling you're amazing because what you've done is wrong. You're saying that yourself. Yeah, that's you taking responsibility. Do you know what I mean? And that's the difference.
But that in itself makes me so proud of him. Do you get me, Mikey?
Yeah.
When you can own, listen, guys, I'm not perfect. I used to take drugs when I was younger. I had to, because of my past, I went through a really dark stage of my life. And my husband was a drinker. And together we've helped each other be better people. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not sitting up here saying, oh, I've never done anything wrong, guys. And I'm not making it I'm not blaming me going on drugs as an excuse to my past. But that's where I went. But therefore, I never went on a live and tried to hurt other people. I got help and I got therapy and I got better. In the box now. It's just disgusting. I'm so sick of it.
It's absolutely shocking, you know. Like, I was a part of the cult a few months ago, and I was a big supporter of
sat in Angie's wall, but
can we just listen to what they're saying just now?
Yeah, go on.
Let's just listen to what she's saying. Because she's got this guy in it, always trolls me, he does.
Well, I would break the ice and basically
what they're saying
and speak to you before everyone gets a chance to basically hang you.
Like, he always trolls me, he does.
And all that shit. Yeah, what brought on yesterday? I get you, Angie, but yesterday, yeah, what brought that on? With the whole with the melanoma, you showing as a mole.
Dark humour.
Dark humour. She needs to stop.
Real with you. There's dark humour, and then there's, come on, even me, I'm saying, like, this is like...
He's telling her, though.
And he trolls me massive. Even he's not even on about.
Just saying, oh, look at that little mole. It was like a bloody ant, like a little dot. And I said, it's my melanoma. Seriously, come on. If you think that's affected and trigger you, then it's saying wrong, man. It's dark humour, that's it.
What about when you say you got throat cancer and you start coughing?
There's not much to discuss what Florian has done. That's it. So they want to see it from my wrist. It's weird. They need to move on. I don't give 2 fucks. I swear to God, hungry guy, I don't give 2 fucks.
Angie, we can't move on because every day is something new and you're just disgusting.
The thing is, she's saying these things, but one day when she really does actually have something, no one's going to believe her.
You can't do that.
You know what that's going to be, sweetheart? That's going to be karma. And that's the problem, yeah? When we do things happen back to us that are bad. And I really do believe in that. I really
put something
believe in
in the
that.
universe, you get it back 10 timefolds.
And I think as well, darling, a lot of it is deflection. So everybody, when they do something wrong, they deflect off situations. We could all sit here today and we could talk about what every big creator's done on this app, you know. But last night, I just think that it's gone beyond a joke now, you know. You've said things about what you've done to your brother, your dog. It's just shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And the more people enable it and more people go in there and support her, she's going to keep doing it. She's going to keep doing it. It's all for clout. And that's what everybody does it for. It's just for clout. But at the end of the day, when you're triggering people that are not creators and just come on the live to get away from their mental health or get away from what they've been through in their life, and you're triggering them, what sort of creator are you when you're triggering your own people?
Mikey, imagine what, you know, when you've got that many people in your room, imagine being a creator or an influencer or, you know, there's people that just go live. Imagine what good you can do when you've got that many people in your room. That woman, instead, they encourage her to drink and say the worstest of worst things, and it's gone beyond a joke. I even said to Jack when I was on his wall last night, no, at this point this woman needs to come off this app, because what is going to be next?
Yeah.
That's my fear.
And it's like, let's go back to when the riots were happening. Now, if Angie, in inverted commas, because I don't know, so I'm not putting it out there that she hasn't, but if my friend or a person that I supported had serious mental health, like Angie says that she has, okay, why would you allow that person then to go to the riots and walk on the street where she suffers with PTSD? That is going to trigger her. You know, if you were her friends, you would stop it. You would step in and you would say, what's going on?
She said she let the ambulance come out last night. If the ambulance thought she didn't have their passenger, they would have took her into hospital without, even if she said she didn't want to go in. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I don't get? Do you know what I don't get, Jack?
They can take control and say you need to come in hospital even if you're refusing.
Somebody like that, if she was mentally ill, they would have took her in and sectioned her. There is nothing wrong with that woman. She knows exactly what she's doing.
And also as well, I see a few comments there saying that this is a hate live. Now, this isn't a hate live. The difference between this live is, people are giving their opinions on something that a massive creator, not just a big creator, a huge creator on the app has said, right? Jack was in the live, okay, and Jack was saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you actually serious? The other girl that was in the live, who I don't know, she was like, what's going on? What's going on? Charlie Ferry egging it on. You know, I like Charlie Ferry, okay, but after last night and seeing him egg Ange on, like, why are you egging somebody on?
He was laughing about it. He was laughing about it.
Yeah, this is what they do to her. This is what they do. You see, if somebody, because when Corey came on, she was trying to lie, you see, then, because she was panicking. Corey had fallen out with her. So that's when Jack said, I'm coming off and I'm downloading my live. You are not lying to. When Corey was even given the full evidence, he was just going, I'm not going to have a go at her. She's my friend. And telling people like drama pages that have obviously clipped it, you're a SPS. You were like calling people like, why are you doing this? Why
Corey,
are you
listen, it was only 3 weeks ago. I wasn't even going to mention this, but it was only 3 weeks ago that Corey called me a pedlo, right, and told the whole of the TikTok that I talk to minors and stuff. I had to stay on a live for 6 hours, 7 hours, right, because of what he was saying, making these serious allegations. Now, I work in a professional place.
That can affect your job.
It could have affected. I work in a professional field.
Yeah,
you know,
wasn't she trying to call you that?
You know, like what he made out about me, that could have got me sacked.
Yeah, that's it, Jack. Yeah. She was trying to call you a. Yes.
Yeah, that's what she was saying, but she was like wrong in the word. So it's like she's saying it, but not.
Yeah, she went. I said nonsense. Yes, Jack, you're right. It's disgusting.
She was the only creator on the app in January when I did the carrot and remote, and the only person who had my back for her, which I was grateful. She had my back with the posters, but having my back and sticking up for the carrot and remote, no, that's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? My family didn't have my back for it.
And Jack, and at the end of the day,
I wouldn't just having my back with Tony and Dave, what they did with the posters, because that was sick. But having my back with a carrot and remote thing, like what I did, no, that's wrong, Angie. You know what I mean? Because even my own family didn't have my back.
That's where she tries to get people on side. She's not stupid. It's not that she's protecting you, Jack. She just thinks, well, if I do that, then I've got Jack on my side. She didn't expect you to pull her up on these things because she's done that for you. She's made you feel guilty that she stood up for you. And that's what she does. And this is how she gets away with so much. I'm not having
someone's back when they're saying they've got 4 types of different cancer.
You know what it makes me think? It makes me think, what the hell has she got on that lens for her to be backing her on that last night?
And just to answer a question in the comments, so Nala just said Angie and Ziana are blaming Jack for the cancer comments. Right, I was there. So what happened was she spoke about dementia and she said that she's got dementia, and Jack was like asking, why are you saying things like that? Why are you saying things like that? And Jack said, oh, is the reason that you don't mention cancer and say that you've got cancer, is the reason why is because that triggers you because you've lost people in your family to cancer? And she was like, yeah. And then she went, oh, I've got melanoma on my arm. So Jack did not incite no conversation with her. He literally said, look, you're saying all this stuff that you've got, but have you not mentioned that you've got cancer because you're triggered by it? So can you understand now why people would be triggered you mentioning dementia? That's what Jack said. I was there. I was there for the whole life.
Jack wasn't egging her on to say that. He was trying to find a subject that made her feel, right, okay, that would affect me. But there is nothing in this world that you could say to Angie that she'd give two monkeys about until she's sober and can sit and chat about other people.
Exactly. And to say that Jack was there for clout, that's not true, because when everybody else was in the box, Angie, you cut everybody else out the box and you kept Jack there. She kept Jack in the box.
Because when I was sat on the sofa and everyone come in my comments, Angie wants you. And that's what
she was pregnant on a day that, on a child loss awareness day.
Before she said she's got AIDS, before the cancer and all the other shit, people put in my comments about 7 o'clock saying, Angie wants you. And I went on with everything was normal, and then she come out and started saying she's got AIDS.
Because she knows what she's doing, Jack. And you know all this clout that everybody keeps going on about, and everybody gets my clout. Listen, nobody wants your clout, Angie, nobody. What it is we're disgusting and we're trying to get you off this app. We're trying so hard.
When she hasn't. Are you mad? You know what I mean? I don't start you, darling, for saying that.
The end of the day, I just want to say a bit of it. That's because I've seen it on FYP this morning. I just wanted to pop in quickly to say, you know, you put whatever in the universe and you do get it 10 times fold, right? My father is 66.
Spiritually, you do.
My dad is 66. When he was 58, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's and dementia. Every single day I've got to see my dad, and one day, because I've worked in the professional, caring industry and all that, I know one day I'm going to walk in there and he's not going to know who I am, who my kids are, nothing. I've got to see that. My dad, he's my hero, he's everything, and if I wanted anything done to the house, he's got Dad to do this. Now we can't even hold a screwdriver or nothing like that. And that silly bitch is there lying about things like that. But one day, love, I don't wish anything on anybody, but one day, love, somebody close to you or yourself will suffer with any of these things, because it's getting worse. There's no cure for it.
Not just like she said her mum's had cancer twice or something, or her dad. After she had all this, she said her family members had cancer and all.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting.
It's disgusting. You're disgusting. You're
and at the end of the day, you know what it is as well. If you're a person, that's had someone that's passed away through them things that she mentioned. So I've had a friend that died back in the day. So obviously I'm an older person, I'm 43. So when I first come out, it was the whole epidemic of the HIV thing in New York and in London, and it was coming towards the end of it because I was only 14 when I came out. I had friends that passed away of that. My nan and granddad died of dementia. I'm not easily triggered at all because I've been on TikTok long enough to get the strong skin that people don't affect me. But you've got to think about the new generation of people that come onto TikTok, young people that come onto TikTok and see that behaviour and think that is how you get famous on TikTok, by saying disgusting things. That's why you see 17, 16, 15-year-olds in beef lives beefing each other thinking they're going to get famous.
I've said it over and over again whenever I've been in a live like this. Does not anybody think of our children and what they're seeing and what they're going to think is right? I've said it over and over again. I love people and I'll never bully Jack. I will never go on and bully Angie. But what I will do...
It's not bullying, no one's bullying her. Like,
yeah,
Jackie,
exactly. I will never do that to people. But, you know, when you see somebody like Jack and he does progress and get better and better, it makes me so proud of him. What has she done? She's not getting better, she's getting worse. I don't know how anybody can sit in that live and not want her to be better, not get her better. Do none of you care about her at all? Like, it's shocking. As humans, we need to help each other. You can't allow her to keep saying these disgusting things.
The only way she's going to get better is come away from the app. If we can't get TikTok to do it, we can't do it by counselling her. Can the police maybe do something for her?
It's one of them, right? It was like it with me since
I'm not sure, Mum, Nikki.
Since I start, like, sniffing, since I've moved there, well, I did it twice when I first come, my views dropped it then. It literally dropped, you know? Especially when I wasn't going out all the time drinking. And even though I was drinking here when I was, for a start, my views went down. And that's why they don't do it. Because as soon as she sorts herself out, her views will drop. And she'll have a platform, but it will die down. And that's why... Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
That's why it is.
And at the end of the day as well, it's like when people make TikTok their only income, you know, everybody's got to think of a storyline. Now, I'm not mentioning anyone, I'm just saying in general, yeah, from being on TikTok for 4 years, I'm not a massive creator. I do talent shows and I sing on live. That's it, really. I don't do much. You know, I was a part of the cult and I was a big part of the drama and stuff like that. And I stepped away because I knew what it was doing, making me look like, what it made me look like, me following people who are racist, people who have been homophobic, transphobic. You know, as a big grown-ass man, I feel I have to step away from that because I don't want people looking at that and thinking, oh, look who he supports. He supports this person and this person's a racist. You know, like, you can't be doing that. And like I just said, the new generation people that come on TikTok and look at this and think, right, beefing and having arguments and slandering people and slagging people off is the way you get famous. And that's not the way you get famous. And that's not what TikTok should be about.
I've been on here 5 years. I'm sitting on 500,000 people, yeah. And when I very first started this app, I used to get 1.5k in here. That's before even the gifts used to be here, yeah. And then when the gifts came, that's when I feel things went wrong. Because to get the gifts, you either had to be, because even my talent went right down. I started sitting on 35 and I realised it was the FYP pages, all the drama. Everybody wanted to watch that. But you know what I've noticed in the last week? That people are wanting to watch people now that are better than that, than the Angies. And
you know what? That's so true, Coco, because I took a break from doing my talent shows and stuff, and we just done an open mic night last Saturday. And to be honest with you, thinking about it, I had the most people in that. We had the most people in that live that we've ever had before. People are getting sick of it,
Mikey. I think people are getting sick of the drama and they want a bit of happiness. It's, you know, the winter's setting in. Everybody gets that, you know, winter blues. It's cold. Nobody can go out in the sun anymore. We don't want... I think it will get better, the app. I think it will get to the point where we will get sick of these people doing the same shit day in and day out. And people like I love watching Jack make his food, wash up. I know it sounds silly. I like listening to his chats. And I once got a message saying, you're a big creator and you're standing by Jack. Don't tell me who I can be around. I'm really sick of that as well.
The comments are saying if he wants to talk. So sorry, Iffy, we're just talking. You can speak now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to jump up because Coco said about helping and Angie. Like, I lost my mum to addiction 5 years ago, and unfortunately, people that have an addiction, people that are in that mindset, that no one can help them. They have to help themselves before anybody can help them.
You can't blame addiction. Like, I can't blame addiction for all the shit I've said.
No, you can't.
Yeah, and like, they encourage her. That's what I mean.
No, I understand that, but with Angie, she's not going to stop this because there's people enabling her, gifting her. This app is the most toxic app I've ever been on. And with the people still gifting her, people shouldn't gift her. No, they shouldn't. And like, but it's not everybody else's fault either. Angie has her own mouth. Angie has her own mind. She's a grown-ass woman.
Exactly.
And she's going to do it without or with the gifters. Look how she become famous. She become famous by saying she done something to a dog.
With Tyrone.
As well as she come famous of
she's only been on here causing drama. Like, she's never been on here to be nice to anybody. She's always come 100%. On here to always say something horrible about someone.
But as 100%. Well, with people with addiction, it's two ways as well. Some people with addiction don't like showing it. They don't show it to everybody. No. But I also believe, and I'm coming from somebody that's actually lost somebody from addiction, and I'm quite strong about it. And if she was really wanted to get the help, if like she makes out that she's going to Add Action or whatever it's called and going to the GP and she's going to do that, she would not be on the app. She would come off the app. She'd put her head straight. Do everything. She'd come off everything that's making her want to do this, making her want to drink, making her want to open her mouth. Yeah. But it's all for the attention. It's not yes, she's probably is an alcoholic, but it's more of the fact of it's a crave of attention too. She loves the attention and that's another addiction, is attention, and she craves from it. So
Effie, do you know what winds me up? It's the smirk when she knows. Yeah.
It's like my dad, he's got dementia right now. He's probably not going to be here next year. No. My mum had cancer.
Sorry about that.
My daughter, she's now 8. When she was 3, we was told that she had leukemia. Thank the Lord for whoever was up there. This was 2019 December. She went for another blood test, and luckily, she had a bone marrow, and she didn't have it. So I'm quite grateful that I haven't been through that. But I know other people that have. She's then going on of saying that she's pregnant, and all around the time of, it's awareness month of people that's lost babies. I've lost a baby. I've lost a little girl in 2018. My sister-in-law, my niece died in 2019. It's to trigger every single person.
She just knows
she does it on purpose as well.
She does it on purpose
with the smirk as well.
Yeah,
I've got the whole live from last night on screen record, and I watched it this morning, and it's absolutely vile.
Yeah, people that get triggered, vile. She loves it. She loves that people are getting triggered from it.
She does, and it's horrible.
She wants it. So it's like, she's like, I've got skin cancer, I've got this, I've got that.
Like it's something that you should be proud to talk about. Do you know what I mean? It's not. No, you shouldn't be saying that sort of stuff. And she says it's dark humour.
She's just as vile this morning though as well, because although she can't be sober, but she's making excuse after excuse this morning.
I've literally just come off my live. It's disgusting. She's literally like, oh, they don't know what I know about them. Like, stop bringing up their past. We're talking about you and only you.
And she earned over £250 between 4 hours.
No, I'm sorry, but that's not right. Why should someone like that earn money? No, that's just not right.
Well.
Imagine.
Sienna this morning's backing her up, and she got to popular #1 last night, and it's like, what is wrong with these people enabling this absolutely vile creature? She's clearly mentally unwell.
Guys,
she has got an addiction issue.
In a minute, I need to go walk Princess, but I'll be back.
That's okay, Jack.
No, you're all right.
She's keep looking at me down there, and I'm normally I walk out.
Oh, you're okay, Jack. But I will say this. Can I just say this before I go, Jack? Imagine earning your money on people's trauma. You absolutely disgusting woman.
Well done, Coco. That is well said, Coco.
I've just got to go walk the dog.
I'm sick of this woman. Really heartbreaking.
Do you know what? I am sick of her as well, because last night it was an all-out rule for everybody. It wasn't right.
Yeah,
I'm going to let you get on, Jack.
But I'll be back in like an hour, so I just got to go.
Yeah, that's okay.
See you later, Jack. Bye, guys.
Love you, Jack. Love you, guys. Love you.
Bye, Jack.